Finally, it has taken place, as reported in the news today. The XRP tracking system is now accessible to CME Group. At this time, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange has officially listed XRP as a cryptocurrency. The CME is the most prominent derivatives marketplace in the world. This is extremely good news. It is anticipated that the derivatives market will be worth $1.2 trillion, and XRP will be utilized as a bridge asset in the market that is expected to be worth $1.2 quadrillion. On the official website of the CME, which features a real-time index listing of XRP, the subheading makes it quite apparent that XRP is both a form of payment and a store of value. This is one of the most significant pieces of information that has recently come to light. Yes, you read that correctly. This is not coming from some XRP maxis or YouTube content traders like myself. The CME Group is the source of this information. For all intents and purposes, this is coming from Wall Street itself, as the shareholders of CME Group include companies such as Vanguard, BlackRock, Capital International Investors, State Street, JP Morgan Chase, Capital World Investors, and many more. The fact that XRP has been legally acknowledged as both a means of payment and a store of value is a really significant development. There is evidence that the XRP will endure the test of time. In the years to come, Wall Street will adopt XRP as a means of payment and as a store of value, and that it will withstand the inevitable crypto culling that will occur in the future. Additionally, it is worth noting that the price of XRP on the MEXI platform has recently been glitched to $2. However, despite the fact that this is not the ridiculous price of $1,000 or more that we are accustomed to seeing, the fact of the situation remains the same. In and of itself, the fact that XRP is the sole digital asset to face these pricing issues is peculiar if you consider it. However, the fact that this occurs at the same time that the CME Group formally offers XRP suggests that this may be important of what is to come. In addition, considering that the price of XRP increased from 50 cents to almost $1 after Judge Torres made the official decision that XRP is not a security a year ago. It is possible that this glitch is demonstrating the price of XRP and what it will reach once the official verdict and final judgment has been announced. I covered the fact that there are a lot of rumors and speculation suggesting right now that we may see a verdict in August next month, but potentially as early as this week, as the SEC are having another closed-door meeting this Thursday on August 1st. If you watched my previous video, which I highly recommend checking out if you haven't already done so, I covered the fact that there are a lot of rumors and speculations suggesting that we may see a verdict in August. As a result of the widespread acceptance of XRP, the price of XRP is only going to continue to rise in the near future. In order to demonstrate that their alliances are already so profound and so potent, we can see from XRP drop that they are already so powerful. Ripple and Stellar are among the financial creme de la creme, the top boys, and the largest institutions in the world, including the Bank of International Settlements BIs, the International Monetary Fund IMF, Hyperledger, the United States Treasury, and dozens of central banks. The Digital Currency Conference will take place in London on September 20th, 30th, and 24th, which is a little less than 2 months from now. Once again, this is absolutely big news, and it does not pertain to Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, or SWIFT. Ripple and Stellar are the ones that are going to be leading this new financial revolution, and the conference in question is a premier event that focuses on the technology and design aspect of both central banks and private digital currencies, and it is bringing together policymakers, regulators, and technological and innovation experts. This is the precise nature of Ripple and XRP. As advisors and specialists, Ripple has participated in a multitude of policy summits and discussions that were held behind closed doors. These sessions were held with the purpose of guiding governments and central banks all over the world on how to prepare for and navigate this new monetary age. There is a very straightforward conclusion to be drawn from this situation, and that is that the value of XRP will surge once the system is operational and once it is able to adequately fulfill its use cases. It is not an easy task for them to do what they are trying to do, which is to serve as a bridge currency for CBDCs all over the world in order to replace the fast system. According to a paper published by Grayscale in November 2023, it is stated that XRP is intended to serve as an alternative to SWIFT for the purpose of making payments across international borders. This is because XRP intends to provide faster cross-border payments at lower transaction costs than its competitors. And the reason why XRP has so many collaborations with governments and central banks all around the world is because the technology has been demonstrated to be effective, and it will eventually take the place of the SWIFT system. Ripple's Eric Van Miltenberg acknowledges in this interview that Ripple is reshaping the financial landscape for digital adoption. He also states that Ripple has updated the message mechanism, which is something that SWIFT was simply unable to accomplish. Through the utilization of XRP, Ripple is conducting value transactions in real time. Give it your whole attention. If I had to guess, I'd say it's an evolution. There is no way that this will take place overnight. For a considerable amount of time, we have been engaged in this line of work. More than 300 of our customers are currently utilizing Ripple's technology to enable international financial transactions. We were unable to pronounce the words digital asset XRP or stablecoin when we entered a financial institution, which was often a larger bank, 5 years ago. This was the case every time we went into a financial institution. It's almost as if we're not going to do it and we're not going to touch it. Never, ever bring up cryptography. There has been a significant shift in that. However, at that time, we had no intention of forcing it to fit. Therefore, we would concentrate on aspects of the solution that we were able to solve. To begin, we worked on finding a solution to the messaging issue. As you are aware, I'm confident that a good number of individuals in this room are familiar with Swift. This has been around for more than half a century. Until very, very recently, there has not been a lot of transition. As a result, we developed a superior messaging system that enabled users to communicate across international borders in a significantly more expedient and dependable manner. In the previous system of correspondent banking, you were required to store your funds in correspondent banks located all over the world. This did not actually solve the liquidity problem that you were facing. Consequently, when a payment was made, the money was not moving across borders, rather, it was already sitting where it was supposed to be placed. Do you agree that it was? A significantly inefficient use of capital. You had trillions of dollars waiting for payment instructions in accounts that were referred to as no-store accounts and correspondent banking accounts, respectively. Therefore, we utilized digital assets with a particular emphasis on XRP as a bridge currency. Once more, we were not attempting to replace fiat currency on either side. Rather, we were merely attempting to make the movement of capital occur at the same time that the message was being transmitted. To reiterate, this is not a substitute for the previous system. You could say that it is, in some respects, the replacement of what a lot of Swift was doing, but the end user experience is still substantially the same. I couldn't agree more. Everything that is going on behind the scenes is irrelevant to the final user, regardless of whether they are a consumer, a business, or something else entirely. It is just a matter of whether it is quicker, whether it is more dependable, and whether I can obtain it over the weekend as opposed to waiting for a weekday. The question that actually counts is whether the prices are cheaper. To ensure that established players are reaping the benefits of blockchain technology, it is necessary to collaborate with them in order to ensure that they are not required to become blockchain specialists themselves. Here we can see that Ripple, Stellar, and Circle all share this particular characteristic in common. Ripple, in my opinion, is the most prominent of these companies, and they are all working with the system in an effort to help overcome the obstacles and flaws of Swift's messaging system, as well as the impact that Swift's system has had on the financial landscape. Ripple are one of the chosen ones alongside Stellar and Circle, but in my opinion, they are the top choice by central banks all around the world, and as this new system is rolled out and up and running. That is when XRP will be utilized, and that is when we will see XRP's true value come to fruition, and we will start seeing more positive price movement. We can see from smoke that XRP was identified as an example cryptocurrency with present valuation concerns that will be directly impacted by upcoming FASB changes. The paper makes it quite obvious that the new FASB standards could considerably boost reported value. This is something that we can see here. The news is just enormous. The listing of XRP by the CME Group is evidence that institutions like BlackRock and the rest of them are interested in gaining access to the future of payments and the future of value storage. It is true that the current value of XRP is only 60 cents, but it is important to keep in mind that this is a marathon and not a sprint. Take a long-term perspective. When you think about the long term, I'll see you in the next